The Hovercrane is a fictional vehicle from the webcomic 2214. It's basically a flying car that uses supercooled superconductors that work as both permanent magnets and electromagnets to provide like-pole magnetic repulsion from the Earth's core by detecting its alignment with Earth's poles thousands of times a second and adjusting its polarity so that it always pushes against it directly. It has 6 hover engines, all inside the lower chassis. Using the Peltier effect, the engines are kept very, very cold to increase efficiency and magnetic strength. Of course, the main feature of the Hovercrane in 2214 is the fact that it's been fitted with a compact version of a variable, centralized, ortho-dimensional realignment endpoint, or VCore for short. Basically, it's a system that allows for interdimensional travel, including time travel. The V-core uses complex electromagnetic resonance that, ultimately, creates organized space-time warpage by amplifying tiny wavelengths on the Planck scale that allow a pocket of space-time to realign itself among spatial and temporal dimensions. The system is set up to be used especially for time travel by creating a temporary transposition across 3rd, 4th, and 5th dimensions, the 4th being what we typically consider time. During a jump, the V-core generates a distortion that stays in normal alignment until it creates a stable distortion around the Hovercrane. Once that distortion is stable, the warp then does some hyperdimensional acrobatics that realign it across dimensions. All of this happens within a fraction of a second. Both the inside and the outside of the distortion shell are normal space, but the shell itself is similar to a distributed wormhole. Although there isn't a specific optimal speed, the Hovercrane typically needs to reach about Mach 3, or just over a kilometer per second, or 2,250 miles per hour. Needs this extreme speed to have enough momentum for the distortion, since the engines cannot propel the distortion once its boundaries engulf the Hovercrane. 88 just isn't fast enough. You'll notice that if traveling backward in time, you'll see a ghost of the Hovercrane. This is because, for a short while after the jump, the distortion is still very close to our own normal position 5-dimensionally. If you're going forward in time, we'd see a ghost of the vehicle after the jump instead of before, which leads me to discuss my theory on what ghosts actually might be, but that's a whole nother can of worms there. Anyway, there you have it.